Well, hell. Oh, people, I haven't made a video since May 23rd. Let's correct that today. Spoiler alert to all my Masonic friends, and boy, they are legion, and to the multitudes who believe in the Masonic religion, yet continuously beat the lodge out of its dues. Oh yeah, it's definitely a religion. They used to be Masonic temples, but they changed the name to lodges. Clever devils that they are. Now, my Mason friends, I know you're going to thumb down this video, but may I suggest, all due respect, you at least listen to the second soundbite, only 2 in this video, before you click off my channel in utter disgust. Because I want to talk about the letter G. You guys are big in symbology. It is a religion of symbols. Yeah, the letter G, used in Masonry. At gunpoint, you'll admit it stands for God. But the follow-up question, here's the follow-up question, Mr. Masons. What God? You want to know more? Well, stay with me, people, because I'm just getting started. On Tuesday, the 8th of June, 2021, or so they'd have us believe. You guys don't do ADs, do you, on your calendars? You do ALs. What does that stand for? I know. In the video link below, you'll know too, people. Anyway, it's the anniversary of the brutal attack on the USS Liberty. Here's a little fun fact for you. 5 years and 11 months later, your most flexible, fluid, incredibly humble messenger voluntarily joined the U.S. Navy. Yeah. Did they talk about the Liberty back then? Well, how in the hell do you guys think I first heard of it? See, I knew about the Liberty before you did, and I knew the Earth was flat by 1975. So it's not all a total loss, joining the Navy. Also, and wait a minute, now let's back up a bit. If you forgot who attacked the Liberty, ask Murray, he knows. This is not going to be a video on the USS Liberty. Now also, on June 6th was the anniversary of D-Day. Yep. Say, creepy Uncle Joe, he never even mentioned it. Your president-select must be faltering in his mind. The beginning of the end of WW2, the Good War, fought by the greatest generation. By the way, people, did you ever hear the Kissinger quote on the military? Well, let's just go to the mighty Google, and here we go. It's a very short line. Quote, military men are just dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns in foreign policy, unquote. Henry Kissinger, still around, still alive, still kicking to this day. Goddamn, if it weren't for bad luck, we wouldn't have any. How come some of these guys just won't die? You want some more details on Henry Kissinger? I was looking at Murray's family tree, and way back, yep, I think he's a great uncle. He can tell you more. And talking about the Great War and the greatest generation, how great were they? Well, come on, people. Look around. We have to thank them for everything we have. We owe to them. Our state of affairs. As a matter of fact, one only needs to go to my hometown, Murderapolis, and have a look-see. Isn't diversity great? You know, diversity is our strength. Or so we have been told. So here's an interesting point, by the way, also. World War II and the USS Liberty event feature and fit nicely into this video. See if you can figure it out, people, because I can't tell you. Now, I'm not trying to pick on this guy, but I'm sure if you'll buy Murray a beer, and mooch that he is, he'll be able to clue you in how these things tie together. And keep in mind, the spoils of war go to the victors, and they get to write the history books. Those books so stacked so neatly in classrooms, right next to the globe. Alright, let's move on to the 2 sound bites. I want to keep this video short for you. Your attention spans are probably short. So soundbite number 1 might run a little long, but we'll see. Can't even tell you the name of this video. But once you click on the link, you'll understand why. Here we go. I've got this set up. Come on, volume up. Well, heck. It's got to start sooner or later.
Now, the main enemy is Freemasonry. Freemasonry claims it tries to make good men better men, and it accepts only men of high moral character, and it's an educational religious society. They seek to improve the community. But what they fail to tell the people is that Masonry has another purpose, is completely unknown to much of the public and many of the Masons. Manly P. Hall, a 33rd degree Mason, said, quote, "Freemasonry is a fraternity within a fraternity, an outer organization concealing an inner brotherhood of the elect. In the first degree, the initiate is asked the following question: what do you desire? In the first degree, he answers light. In the second degree, he answers more light. In the third degree, he answers further light. But he's led phase by phase through a series of blood oaths." Now, Albert Pike, who's probably the most famous Freemason of all time, he was a Mason who simultaneously occupied 3 different positions. He was the head of Washington, D.C. Masonry, he was the head of American Masonry, and he was the head of World Masonry. Albert Pike wrote the book Morals and Dogma. It was published in 1871. It's been called the most important book of Freemasonry. It's been called the Bible of Freemasonry. Albert Pike says in Morals and Dogma, quote, "The Mason is familiar with the doctrine that the Supreme Being is a center of light." And what is this light that the Masons are talking about? Page 321 of Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike. Quote, "Lucifer, the light bearer, Lucifer, the son of the morning, is it he who bears the light? Doubt it not." End quote. And on page 324, he repeats the thought. He says, quote, "A devil, the fallen Lucifer, or light bearer." He identifies Lucifer as being the devil. The New Agers believe the same thing as the Masons. Manly P. Hall wrote the book, The Lost Keys of Freemasonry. He says this, quote, "When the Mason learns the key is the proper application of the dynamo of living power, he has learned the mystery of his craft. The seething energies of Lucifer are in his hands." End quote.
Okay, people, I strongly suggest you watch the whole 19 minutes of this video. We've only got one more little quick soundbite. I could have gone on. It's pretty interesting. But, you know, like I said, attention spans are probably short. Now, Dan the Man, I hope you're still around, because here's soundbite number 2, and this one is going to be quick. If I get this up and working right. See, I'm out of practice.
To prove that Masonry is of Jewish origin, here are the following quotes. The Rabbi Isaac Weiss wrote in 1855, quote, "Masonry is a Jewish institution, whose history, degrees, assignments, signs, and explanations are of Jewish nature from beginning to end." End quote. Theodor Herzl, the founder of Zionism in 1897 in Switzerland, said, quote, "Masonic lodges are established all over the world to offer us help to achieve our independence. Those pigs and non-Jewish Masons will never understand the final objects of Masonry." End quote.
Wow, Theodor Herzl, you said that? Pigs? Come on. And you Masons are mad at me? I never called you pigs. All right. I again suggest you check out the link below, people. 19 minutes. Come on. No work today at the Charlie Foxtrot. Broke down big time. And how's the weather going, people? You liking that? Have you been looking up? Oh, we're 8.5 minutes into this. Guess what, people? Even though I don't have to work today, I still got stuff to do.